Hello, everybody. All right, now it's good to
You
be
jamming
back.
to the music.
Oh, yeah, got in the spirit. So, hello, everybody. Great to have you back with us. We're live. Eh, It's Ella, uh, Isaac, and Lavalais.
And it's Lavalais sitting right over there next to me. Happy Friday, everybody. And like Lavalais said, we're live. Did you miss us? Or maybe we really surprised you and you didn't know that we were not live last week, that it was pre recorded. So we're glad you continued to watch the show and commented as well. So thank you guys.
Yeah. When I checked in, it seemed like you guys were right in the house. So it was great to have you watch the show.
Yes.
Uh, you know, uh, it's really nice to have you guys to be able to talk to you and show you things on Friday, every Friday, if we could, So, welcome to the house, Fern. I see you back in Cali and doing well. Mel in New York and Cynthia in Detroit. I hope you're still warm. Or had at least got some sunshine up there because it's 83 degrees down here. See, you're gonna have to come south sometime, Cynthia, to get some of this warm weather.
Oh, wait a minute. We got
Uh,
warm weather here in Philly and in New York. It's super hot today and it's
oh,
going to be
okay.
a beautiful weekend and we had a great weekend last weekend. So, yeah, don't dismiss the Northeast. We got warm weather too. For sure we do. We were here. We had a wonderful show last weekend. Just to let you know, the lovely ladies came down from New York, and I'm wearing some of Mel's earrings tonight that I purchased at the show. It was a great turnout. So I just want to just officially say thank you to everyone that came and supported all the artists that were at the Wearable Art Show last weekend here in Philadelphia.
All right.
Yes, we're gonna do it again. But we will
All
let
right. Yeah. It, I'm sure you guys had a great show because it was really some of the best of our show. You guys,
yes,
yeah,
all
you guys,
artists from the BAM family, and
yeah.
we all, I put it together, and everybody said yes, and we had a spectacular event. So we were, again, I'm very grateful, and we will be doing it again.
All right.
All right, yeah.
So we still have some more people coming in the house. I see Robin is in the house. She says she has sandstorms.
Oh wow. Okay.
I don't. Well, I guess I have been in one of those when I've driven across the country, and when you go through Arizona and over way over in east West Texas, you can encounter the sandstorms,
Yeah,
and they
I've
can
driven
be
through
treacherous.
Texas, but I've never experienced a sandstorm, so I'm not quite sure what that's like. I can imagine, but I just don't know.
Yeah, well, it's not very comfortable. I can tell you that because the sand be hitting you in your face and anywhere in
Really?
your body parts.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, then that's something I don't want to experience.
Yeah.
Definitely
Okay.
not. Definitely not. Hey, who else is in the house, guys? We got to see everybody in the house that's hiding in the wings. We need our Philly people. We need New Orleans in the house.
That's right. I see Cheryl is out in LA. She
Uh,
says she missed you at PATH. Miss both of us at PATH. We're
both
not
of
going to
us,
be.
yes.
Yeah.
We as if you guys don't know, Lavalais and I separately, and we do a lot of different shows together as well. And Pan African Film Festival is one of them. It's usually in February, and they switched the time up this year. So I don't think either of us were able to make it out to LA, but I do miss going out there. I always enjoy going out in February. Just spending time out in a little bit of sunshine and some warmth for me anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of like another show that you really have to really get prepared for because
Yeah.
it's really far away. I mean, you live in Philly, I live in Louisiana, and when I have to travel to LA, I have to really get ready to go and do that show. And then it's like here they're having it in right next to Jazz Fest, which is there would be no way to be able to do that, you know.
Right, right. There's some of the bigger shows. Pan African Film Festival is a 10-day show, and it's long hours. It's inside a mall next to the movie theater where they show the Pan African films, and it's long hours. We're there from early 9 to 9. It seems like
9 to 9 is
every
12 hours a day.
12 hours a day for 10 days straight. So,
Yeah.
not only, like Lavalais said, we got to prepare to be there all that length of time, it takes a toll on us being there and presenting ourselves in looking good every day. I gotta have an outfit. Me personally, I gotta have a different outfit every day. It's a lot.
Oh, I agree. I mean, when you gotta bring your clothes, you gotta look good. That's all a part about, being an artist and being on the
Hmm.
road. You meet a lot of great people because, some of you we've like for me, I've met Cynthia. I've known Fern now for quite a long time. I've met her on the road. We've become close friends, and it's like uh, you always got to be smiling, got to be up and cheerful, and embracing, and it takes a lot out of you when
Yes.
you have done all the preparations in order to get there, in order to be able to do that, and then you end up, you know, but the rewards are, I think, you'd say it's worth it.
Well, you have good years and you have bad years, and but we continue to do it. Definitely, it's what we do. It's kind of like our career choices. It's a creative choice. But yeah, it can be a lot. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's why we do what we do because we've
Hmm.
embraced it, and we do what we do because we like doing it. And like Mel says, lots of energy.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes also, the rewards. It's not just a monetary reward, as Lavalais is saying. Like, you begin to make friends with some of your customers in different cities, and you look forward to going to see those people. If you go to LA once a year, then Lavalais gets to see Fern, and it's kind of when you've been going for 20 plus years. You form bonds with people.
Yeah, yeah, and you look forward to that, and then you got to have something new. You can't go back there with the same things again, so you got that, and that's sort of the some of the stresses that you have to go through in order to be able to get ready to be prepared so that you can do the show that you want to do because you want to have something new. It's like what I think the title of our show today is Crunch Time, and it's
Hmm.
kind of like what we're talking about. It's getting ready for. Right now, we're trying to get ready for Jazz Fest, but it's the same thing when we're going to Pan African Film Festival or trying to get somewhere, trying to go somewhere, do something, and then you're up against the wall trying to make sure that you have everything that you
Everything.
really need.
Yeah, New Orleans Jazz Festival is something that you have to be prepared from head to toe, left to right. You've got to be prepared for everything. You not only are you creating and you want to present your best work, you're thinking about the elements, you're thinking about your booth, And I kind of find it to be quite climatic in that as we're getting closer, I start doing my best work because I'm thinking about who's coming as well. And it just grows and it builds. And then after, when it's finished on the Sunday, I'm exhausted, but I've still got more work to do because on the Monday I've got to pack everything that's left and ship everything back to Philadelphia, or for some people pack it in their car. It's not over when everybody goes home on Sunday night. We're still working. We're still
Yeah,
working.
that's and then you got to go back and replace all that stuff that you did sell. You know, you gotta go back and get in another creative mood, which
Yeah.
is what I'm in right now. You know, I'm like uh I'm in my creative mood right now. I've done all the really things that I needed to do. You know, I needed to make like these earrings behind me and stuff like that, or bracelets and things like that. I've tried to get that kind of stuff out of the way, and then I will start with a piece that, you know, will take me somewhere, and then I'm in my creative mood, and I can start like making things that are a little bit more one of a kind pieces, because
Hmm.
you know I can devote a little bit more time to doing that, you know,
Right.
because I, I mean I make a lot of jewelry, so
I make a lot of hats. So I understand exactly what you're saying. Like, the creativity, you can't just like, well, I can't just like turn it on. You have to feel it sometimes. And some people, some artists, I think, are night owls and they work through the night. Me, no, I work 12 to 8. That's it. I stop.
uh,
I don't do late hours. I like my sleep. And like you said, uh, I'll set aside time for the hats that I repeat over and over and over again, and then set aside time that you just want to feel creative and have fun. You got to have those moments, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You got to, you
you
know,
got to, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I see some of the comments. Auntie Africa is saying, I'm so glad you are telling folks what it means to be at these festivals. I was one who remembers when those who organized these festivals did not exist.
Very true.
Very true. The
You know,
brilliance, oh, very nice, thank you. And she said, the brilliance of artists like you, stay strong. She says, we're staying strong. We are, we are. Yeah, it's also preparing for Lavalais and I haven't been out to uh, a number of events in quite a few years. As you know, you've seen us online, and we've been selling online and pushing our websites. So to prepare for an event is a whole switching of gears. It's totally different to produce a large amount to be able to sell a certain amount, because you always want to come to your booth with a huge amount of, not a huge amount, but a large amount of product in the hope that you'll sell a substantial amount. You
Emma,
can't just go with like 20 pieces or 50 pieces,
yeah,
so
no, that wouldn't work for us. You know, neither one of us that would work
no.
for. You know, some of the guys that are like sculptors or painters that
Yes.
got pieces that are, you know, $15,000, and they bring
Yes.
it out there, and you know, and all they need is one person or two people to buy from them, and that made their show. You know, it took care of all of their expenses and everything that they had to do. But you and I, we're on a different level. We you know, that doesn't work that well for us. You know, we need to, because
We need to sell a lot of product.
we need to sell a lot of product. You
Yeah.
know, it's like, you know,
Yeah.
we need a big audience. You know, and at a show like this, you get a big audience. So you really
Yeah,
want to be prepared to, to just to do everything that you can to achieve your goal. To sell as much as you possibly
to make
can
the most.
without, yeah,
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah,
Because also, I know some people are not aware. Our expenses are very high for some of these bigger shows. Not only are we paying huge fees to be a part of the show, we're also paying for our hotels and our car rental cars, and for me, a flight as well. So I've got the show, the flight, the hotel, the car. Shipping costs a lot to ship all the hats down there. So already we have huge expenses for these shows. So
yeah. So you
um,
got to be
I,
well prepared.
you gotta be well prepared. And then also, you might have some customers, well, why is it certain price? Well, number one, you're paying for my creativity and my design and my, everything that I do. And number two, I have costs. so so yeah. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that we do to prepare for so many of these big events that we travel to.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So who else is in the house? I see Minhati's joined us. We
Yeah.
got New Orleans. We got New Orleans back in the house. So and we got Queen Mother Opulence Ra
Okay.
from Alabama in the house. All
Welcome
right.
to the show. I see Paulette Map said, oh, you have to make your booth back. To me, if you made your booth back money, it was a failure.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
not a good
It-
show.
if that's all
If
you
that
did was made your booth money, you lost.
you
You
lost out.
you, you lost because your inventory is also gone.
And
So
it
you
was actually Sekou Ra that said to me years ago, if you just made your booth money back, then basically you gave your stuff away for free. That's what he
that
told me. I was like, wow, I didn't think about that. So yeah.
oh yeah, you finding that out because hey, come on, that didn't cover nothing.
Yeah, it
You
didn't
know,
cover anything.
that didn't cover anything. So you need to make a little bit more than your booth money back. You
Yes.
need
Yeah, a lot more.
yeah.
A lot
Yeah, they
more.
say at least 10 times the amount that you put into a show is what you should really try and get. I mean, you should expect that back out of the show. If
That's what they say. Yeah.
yeah, you should look for at least 10 times what you put into it.
Is that
You know,
10
that
times the booth fee or 10 times all your expenses?
I think it's 10 times the booth fee. If you pay a certain amount for the booth fee, then it's based
Right.
on that, you know.
That's what I saw somewhere. So you're really not including your other expenses, but supposedly if you make back 10 times your booth fee, then you can consider it a fairly good show.
Yeah, you can consider that a good show. And then when
Right.
sometimes when you have like a real low fee, I mean, not my last show, but the show before last, my show fee was really low. I had they had a good turnout. I did really well. So it was a great show.
And those ones that are surprising just feel really good because it's unexpected. So you come back feeling really, really good. But I would have to say, Lavalais, and I'm sure you're very experienced. I'm very experienced in picking the kind of shows where I feel like my product will sell. And, I don't think I have anything that is a complete loss. Not these days. Not these.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be doing what I was doing if I thought I was doing something that wasn't any good. So that's number one. When people ask you to make something or they love what you do, then you need to keep doing what you're doing. That's why we do what we do because we and you make a good product, I make a good product. So that's what it's really all about. The more
Right.
you do that, the better it is for you and everything else about it. It's just
Right. I think
continuously.
to be able to consistently do well as an artist, bring something unique to the table. Just bring something unique and stand out and bring good quality work as well. Because over time, especially some of those artists out there that are just beginning, over time, people will begin to notice you that you're different, and that you're continuing to explore your creativity and to do good quality work. That's very important.
Yeah, and always make a good presentation.
Yeah,
Always think about your presentation. Don't just bring your work. Don't think about your work. Think about the way in which you present your work.
yeah,
That's really very, very important, in terms of, feel like make somebody want something that you have, presented in a manner and such that, somebody else would want it. Don't just stack it all up or, have so much that they can go rumble through it or, it's not about that, It's not about having so much that you make so much money because they did or nah, it's not about that, you
yeah.
know.
So it just that's a really good point. Is about presentation is everything. I know you always thinking about a new booth and a new look, and you always put on a good display wherever I've seen you. And I think it's just very important. Think about what you're showing. Are you showing clothing? Are you showing jewelry? And think about your display. Don't just think, oh, I'm just going to set up a table, put the jewelry on there, and not think about the booth behind you, not think about your walls, all that space that you could be displaying your work. You know, create some kind of interesting up and down flavor of some kind, but just flat on the table is it's not interesting, and it doesn't. Some people out there doing some wonderful work, and you're not presenting it in the best possible light. So it's
Yeah.
just something to think about.
All right. Mel said presentation is key. Agreed.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And these days, now it's not just showing your work at a show. Now it's how you present yourself online. Now it's about, what about your social media posts? What about your website? Making sure that that looks good. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. A whole new
it's a
world.
lot. It's a lot. Definitely, definitely. So we're saying that it's crunch time. Are you still working really hard, Lavalais, for getting ready for New Orleans Jazz Fest?
Oh, certainly. Like I said, I just got into the making some special things. So I still have like about 9 days or something to go. So I am I'm trying to make the special stuff now. I still may have a couple of little items that may need taken care of, but for the most part, I know my booth is together. I know my presentation's going to be good. So now I need to make sure that I have all the things. I mean, the higher end items that I want to have. I'm going to
Right.
show I'm going to show one or two of those tonight to show you, you know, kind of, put a little bit out there what I've been working on, or how, how you get to things that you create that, really pump up the volume so that you can, uh,
Right.
have a great show. So, because you want to have a great show when you go to New Orleans, you want to have a great show. Because you're going to go out to eat, you're going to go out and party. You don't, the show's over really, really early. If you got to go eat somewhere that's really nice, and you're going to enjoy the food. You're going to enjoy the people. You're going to enjoy. What's your favorite thing that you eat out at the show, Ellen?
So I love crawfish Monica.
I figured
Uh,
that.
that is my favorite. I'm there for 4 days at the show, and I get it I maybe get it like twice a day. because this is the only time I'm ever going to eat it. Yeah, twice a day I will get that, and I like the fried green tomatoes or tomatoes, as you say. I like
Uh,
that too, so I'll get those. What's your favorite?
well, the crawfish Monica used to be my favorite too. When I first had that, that was like, okay, that's bam. I love that. Then I went from there to the Jamma Jammas, which was the greens and the plantains.
Oh, I
I
haven't had
mean,
that.
oh man, it's right up the way. Not very far from Congo Square, but they're going to be back. I can't remember the name of the kitchen right now. Say it for me, Manhattan. But we're gonna have uh, my favorite now is the soft shell crab po' boy. Uh, I love the soft shell crab po' boy. I can go
Oh,
stand in that line and wait for that soft shell crab po' boy. I don't mind doing that because
okay.
it's gonna be all right.
See, I never get a break at Jazz Fest, so I don't really get a chance to go and look at the food. I just hope that one of the volunteers will come over and say, "What would you like me to get?" And they'll run over and get it for me. So no, I don't get that experience at all.
Yeah,
Manhattan says salmon bites. Is that one of the things that you like?
no, that was new. That was new for us this year at Treme Gumbo. They had those. That was the first time that I've even experienced those. But that was kind of new from one of the kitchens in New Orleans. So,
Okay. Well,
but
listen, guys, let's show some work, and we can get back to our conversation afterwards. We'll talk a little bit more about crunch time and getting ready for shows. But we got a little bit of work to show you, just a bit. I think I'm showing 10, and then Lavalais showing some. I don't know how many he's showing, but but anyway, let's get to it. For
I got
those,
something to see.
you got
Okay.
something? Oh, okay.
All right.
All right, guys, we're going to show some work. If you don't know, I'm a milliner, Lavalais, a jeweler, and we do like to talk on the show, and sometimes we have guests, and we also like to show a little bit of what we do. So I just pulled a few pieces. I hope you like what I'm going to show. Let's start with, oh, by the way, if you see something that you like, please put in the comments section the item number and your email address, and we will DM you an invoice. Or you can go to each of our websites. Mine is lipshats.com, and Lavalais will tell you his website when he comes on in a few minutes. So I'm going to start off with the lace fold away. It's a great breathable, packable hat, great for traveling. And I think a lot of colors that I'm showing this time are yellows and oranges because I feel like we're getting into that summertime. But I have ivory shown there, and I have a yellow orange combination there. Um, Unfortunately, this straw does not come in white, but it's really pretty in the ivory. So I'm going to show you the ivory. Really pretty. Oh, see how it popped up? It just pops to fit on your head, and you can play. See how you can pull these pleats down? You can put up one side if you want to. Have fun with it. Okay? See? Very interesting look there. That is the ivory. Lace fold away. I'm going to put it on straight if you like to see a straight hat. You can breathe through it and pop it up like that. Have some fun. This is the ivory. It packs flat, as you can see. Okay, so you can just throw it in your bag. These are priced at 64. This is the yellow and the orange. Really pretty colors. I just did this week. And it comes in a variety of colors. Go take a look at the website. I do it in red, chartreuse, yellow, black, ivory, and a couple of other colors that I can't remember. But it's priced at 69, and it does so very well because it's a flat hat, and it's just great for traveling to any of these events, or even if you're going on vacation. to the Caribbean, wherever. This is T. Can you pull the slide up again so I can remember the tie-dye color? Item number is T914. There we go. And these are $64, the lace foldaway. All right, let's move on to the next slide, please. This one's called Aloe. Again, this is a packable hat. These are all hand dyed. And so this is a double dye, yellow to orange on the edge there, or a little soft orange. It's not deep, deep. And it's whip stitch raffia on the crown there. Aloe is priced at $74. Cute little hat. Again, it's packable. So you could have that brim up or you can tip it down just a touch if you want to. The size on here is 23.5" to 24. If you need it a little bit smaller, you can email me, lipshats@gmail, and I'm happy to do that for you. The hat that I showed prior, the lace foldaway, it expands and retracts to fit most sizes. So there are no different sizes with that hat. All right, this is Aloe and it's priced at $72. And it's a packable piece. Oh, next slide, please. Okay, this is a great, again, packable, and it's a unisex piece. It's called the Tweed Fedora. It's a vegetable fiber braid, and it fits a 23.5" to a 24. So you could wear it all the way, popped all the way down, just how it's shown on the slide. It fits nice and snug. It feels good. It has a nice weight to it. So there's one way of wearing it, the Tweed Fedora. It's priced at $72. And that's a black and tan tweed braid and then a tan that goes through it. So that's one way. I'm going to put it on straight. And then you could always wear it this way. Okay, so it gives you more of a fedora shape. You could pop this down on one side if you want to. Okay. And it's packable, crushable. Here's another one. You can crush it. You can roll it. Okay. And it just pops right back into shape. Tweed fedora. The guys love these. It's a great unisex piece. I'm doing a lot of these for Jazz Fest. I would say if you see them on the website now, get them now because they will be sold out at Jazz Fest. You've got a week basically to go take a look at the website. I'm doing in a variety of colors. So you've got black and tan with tan. I have tan with orange, tan with yellow, and some others, some purples, some browns. Take a look at lipshats.com. There's a variation on the same theme, which is the next slide. It's called the Deets P, and P stands for purple. So there we go. That's the Deets. Again, it's a packable piece. Does very well with guys and girls. The variation is the crown. As you can see, it just has a slight asymmetric slant to it on the crown there. Again, it's a 23.5" 24. You could pop that brim down if you want to, play with it just a little bit. Or you could keep it real, a neutral, nice 1" cuff there. And again, you have that angular piece right here. This is priced at $72. It's definitely a true 23.5", maybe to a 24. Has a little bit of room in here. I'm exactly 23.5". And this is priced at $72. It's called Deets P. And again, it will come in different colors on the website. All right. Definitely by Monday, Tuesday, I would say go take a quick look, purchase what you can, because by the following week, they'll be all gone. All right, next slide, please. All right, this hat's called Manji, And I did it in green with yellow raffia whip stitch, and it did quite well. So I thought, let's do a black and let's do a white one. I did do a similar hat last year, but constantly just tweaking different designs. And that is it in black and white. I do have the white one here. So it's a brit. I was a little afraid it was going to be a bit bright in the lights, but you can kind of see the look white with natural whip stitch. Let's go back to the slide so you can actually see it not so bright. There we go. Manji is in white and in black. I think it's also in green on the website. It might be sold out, but you can go take a look. And it's priced, I think it's 85. Okay, Manji. Next slide, please. We're still doing packable pieces, and you might be surprised that this is a packable. This is packable from the top down, and it's an open crown. This hat's called Summer Dream, as you can see. A great festival hat. I do this hat particularly for New Orleans Jazz Festival because it's just really a great favorite out there. It's an open crown. That one is pictured, it's like a soft orange to a golden yellow, and it's a wide brim. If you can see me, there we go. It is an open crown. So it allows your head to breathe, but you get shade at the same time. And it's super cute on. There's raffia here. It has a raffia tie. I'll pull the raffia around so you can see. There we go. There's the raffia. And if you have a smaller head, you can just tie it a little bit tighter. Bigger head, this probably goes up to a size 26-inch. It's a good hat that fits a lot of faces, and people love this design. It's priced at 125 and it's called Summer Dream. I will be doing it in purples and greens, and I have pictured today. I think I've got it in orange. So let's see the orange one on the next slide. There we go. That is the orange. Really pretty colors. It's a blend of colors, or blend of oranges, I should say, that it's like a nice tie-dye effect. I've got the orange on for you. When I dye some of the hats and the straws, and I put together the hats, and I know some of you artists out there who are watching the show, you're like, oh, this is so beautiful. Like, still after all this time, I still fall in love with some of the pieces, and the colors are just lovely. This one is the Summer Dream in orange. It's priced at 125. I have 6 available at the moment, but this is another hat that will sell out at Jazz Fest. I think I'm going to have about 6 different colors and maybe 6 of each. So there we go. It has the raffia tie on here that's in the back here. And again, you can tie it tighter if you have a smaller size head. And it's an open crown. Okay. That one is the Summer Dream in orange. And I've got one more Summer Dream to show you, the Summer Dream in neutrals. Now this has a nice tan edge to it. Whether you can see that all the way around. It's an open crown, okay, and a black top. I'm going to show that one to you. Some people like to wear their hair out the top of this hat. No, people with locks, or just a lot of hair in general, they'll put their hair up in a ponytail and pull it through. That's a great way of wearing this hat. This is the Summer Dream in neutrals, and it's priced at $125. Okay, I think I have 2 more to show. Okay, Mel, I've got you. She's like, Mel and I did a show together last week. She's like, I didn't see that hat last week. I will have it for you when I see you next. All right, on the 20th. All right. just a little bit of neutrals, neutral hat. This hat is called William. It's a nice neutral fedora. Great, easy, classic shape for those of you that love fedoras, and I'm one of those people. And it has just a nice accent of leather that goes around the side. A little bit of tan, a little bit of chestnut brown leather. It's called William, and it's priced at 185. It's a different straw, different weight. It just has a nice feeling to it. And I have one more to show of the textured straw. And here's my last slide. And it's called Baylor. Baylor is a double dye, red on the crown, yellow on the brim. And it has a cute little yellow and chestnut brown suede on the side there. All right, I think it actually looks better on than it does on the slide. So there we go. This one is Baylor and it's priced at $185. All right, that is my last hat of today. Like I said, there's a lot of hats on the website, but a lot of them will sell at New Orleans Jazz Fest, which is May 5th through the 8th. And so I would suggest if you're watching, go now, choose what you want because they will be gone. All right, Lavalais is up next with some jewelry.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I see those men's hats. I know I'm gonna be coming over there, and
I
you
got you.
yeah, you gotta have your straw, man. It's hot, the heat is on. It's gonna be 90 degrees for sure, and so you really need your straw hat for the summertime for block out some of that sunshine, so yeah, I'm gonna
And
be
look good
looking
at the
for
same
mine.
time.
Yeah, and look good at the same time, that's for sure. Well, we always want to do that, really want to show people that we the people, you know what I mean? We the ones with the rhythm.
Hmm.
And it comes in all flavors, so all right, so let me go ahead on and uh get to showing my pieces, and thank you so much, Auntie Afriki, for your comment. Believe me, I love all that you both do, and take care. Thank you. All right, so uh, I worked a little bit on the Fi Hankra, which is this is all about uh, solidarity, about your house, about your family, about taking care. It's strength. You've really got a lot going for you with this particular symbol, this Adinkra symbol. So this is one of the pendants for this particular symbol, and it is $65. It's a nice weight of sterling silver. So today on BAM, I'm making it available to anybody that purchases it on BAM. Will get it for $65. Okay, so this is the Fee Hank Cra. All right, BAM number 11, and again, that's the pendant. Now here is the bracelet, and this is an addition to my Adinkra collection. You can go online. I have all the Adinkra things online. I think I have about 18, including this one now. We'll probably have like 19 of them, all total, in terms of the sterling, and the weight of the sterling is really good. But here's the bracelet. The bracelet sells for $250. It's all sterling. It has really nice weight. You don't have to worry about it, you know, cracking up or anything like that. it's gonna be around well after anybody else has left. Everybody's still around, you know, you can pass it on to somebody. But so these are the kinds of things that I've been working on lately, which is producing those and having to put together, you know, doing the artwork and then making it into possibly using it, like I said, on my 3D printer and then turning it into metal. So you go from the idea, you do the idea, and then you turn the thing into something that's totally metal. Behind me, I got all my, uh, you can see some of the bamboo that I have displayed that I do. All of these are online, but we do have some of these that are online. I mean, I make very small earrings, very small, petite bamboo, and it sort of increases and goes up in size and in different kinds of shapes and different colors of bamboo. So if you want to pop something with that spring dress that you're going to wear, or those new African colors that you know that you're going to do, and you want to add a little flavor to it, you know, have a little something that's not metal, you know, but then I have bamboo for you, you know. So and it's very, very, very nice. Looks very, very good on. All right. Uh, so now, BAM number 13. Uh, here's one of the bracelets I've been working on. This bracelet sells for $900. Uh, it's sterling silver, and as you can see, I'm not going to say what the material is, but
Is it woolly mammoth?
yeah, woolly mammoth ivory. So, uh, but it's $900. This is BAM number 13. It's a clasp bracelet. It has hinges. You know, it has a little catch that pushes together. You know, so it fits a small wrist, though. It's not a huge wrist. I would say the wrist size would probably be like between 7.5 to 8, something like that. That's BAM number 13. Uh, Now for my final piece, which is BAM number 14, to jump to 19. Uh, Here's the other part of that piece, and it's been made into a bracelet that's really a solid, very solid piece, and it is uh, fits probably a wrist size of 8.5 to a 9. It'll go over that size hand, and I'm selling it on BAM today for $1,500. So that's BAM number 14. Yeah, so if you're interested in that, uh, you better jump on it before I take it to Jazz Fest, because when I take it to Jazz Fest, it won't be that price. But for BAM number 14, for the people in the house who love my work and you know might want a piece like this to you know and invest in something like this because it's going to be around forever. But it's BAM number 14, and it is $1,500. All right. Yeah, it is. It is. The color of it is amazing. It's just a beautiful piece, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You can tell in the pictures. Just looks beautiful. Yeah. Are you gonna be working up so right till before you get on the road, ready for
uh,
the show?
More than likely, yeah. Like I said, I just started. I'm just starting to work on some of the higher end pieces or the things that I think I want to work with the most. To work with some amber, work with some stones. I've been working mostly with the bamboo and some of the metal and doing the orders that I have had to get out and preparing all of that kind of stuff. So now I get a chance to really put together some other pieces that I kind of I think will be a little bit more, I think, impressive or stand out a
Hmm.
little bit more than the rest of them, you
Hmm.
know. So that's what
Okay.
I'll be working on.
All the way to the end, to the end. Well, for me, I have to ship everything, and so it takes 3 to 4 days to ship to New Orleans. So by Wednesday of next week, everything will be out of here. Mostly, I do have to hold some pieces back, but mostly everything will be shipped. And so that automatically stops me from working anymore because I run out of time to ship. So, yeah. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, I heard you. You said you only had six of a hat, and I was like, okay. And she said, well, and then you said, well, by the time that I do get to Jazz Fest, I will have like six different colors of
yeah.
such
Yeah.
and such and such. Yeah. So I immediately knew that, well, that means you got to do some work because,
Right, right. So I work in sixes or 12s, sometimes nines. I like that number. And so yeah, there'll be like this particular hat I was showing. I only have six of this color, but then I'll do six yellow, maybe 12 purple, maybe 12 green, because those are popular colors. So
yeah. And to answer Mel's question, I did apply. I did get my permit from the city of New York. So I'm still waiting on Dewaney to. I haven't looked in the mailbox today, but I'm still waiting on my application or whether or not I am doing BAM. I thought about not doing BAM, but I've been doing BAM. BAM was the first show that I did, and I've always felt like I belong in Brooklyn. So of course I'm going to come to BAM. I
they
love
they
that
call
show.
it Dance Africa BAM just so people don't get confused.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Dance Africa. Yeah, Marketplace, and I
Mm.
love that show. I because the people, I mean, it's a time when New Yorkers come out because they've been hidden for such a long time. So been in the house, so everybody gets to come outside. So wow, and you see all these beautiful people.
I know for that show in particular, though it's very hard work. In that, for those again that don't know, BAM, you have to. It's 3 days, and you have to set up and break down every single day. So that, after the show, you got to take down everything, take down your tent, take down the whole thing, and then come back the next day and put it back up again before the people come out. I do not do the New York Dance Africa band because I feel like it's a lot of hard work. So I choose not to be there.
Yeah, there's three of us in the booth at that particular show that have to do that particular show in order to make that happen. So
Mm-hmm.
it's and usually Valerie's. I mean, now Valerie's down the way from me, but all the people that are in some of the people that Mel, I mean, the people that are in the band family, they're also at that particular show. They come out and do that show, but they live there in New York, so it's a lot easier on them.
So
You know, they,
it's a little easier, a little easier because you live there.
yeah, yeah. I got to travel there, man. I got to bring all my stuff and then set up and then break it down, set it back up, break it down, set it back up. and then I'll be moving on to Capital Jazz after that. I'm going to stay on the Northeast because I've got Capital Jazz probably is the next weekend, so there's no sense in not doing it. It's a 2-day show, so I've already got accepted for that one too. So
And where's Capital
uh,
Jazz?
that's in Meriwether Pavilion. That's in right between Baltimore and Washington D.C. So yeah,
Yes.
I agree, Mel. I think it's going to be huge too. I'm like and I got to get ready for that one too. After I come from Jazz Fest, now I'm trying to do Jazz Fest, and then I got to kind of prepare myself. I'm not going to have a, a a thought break. I'm just going to go from Jazz Fest to because I got Bayou Boogaloo in between those two, but
Oh,
that's
wow.
local. That's going to be in New Orleans. So I got Bayou Boogaloo. Then I got hopefully I go to Dance Africa, and then I go to Capital Jazz, and then on to Essence. So that's you know that's going to be quite a bit for me now, and I don't know how you do it by yourself because I mean I was used to I've always had some help. The ladies I trained somebody to help me make the earrings.
Right.
I've always been able to find people to do things with me. But living here in Alexandria, that's a different story. I don't have anybody anymore. I have to do it all by myself. So I've had to change how I do things and make my prices comparable to me because I'm doing everything myself. So now I have to really, it's really all on me. I mean, I even lost my other helper recently who passed. So I've had two, two of my helpers that have passed in the past 2 years. So it's like, so I really totally am by myself and have to do my own thing. So, but I don't know how you do, how you get at New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival by yourself because there's just,
It can be difficult. I think it's a mindset. I think I'm pretty well organized person. Not to say that everybody out there isn't either, but um, yeah, I just it's a mindset just to get it all done. Get it done. I have had different people helping me over the years outside at events, and maybe I just haven't had the right people. I found like they've been in the way, or they've slowed me down, or uh, they want to
uh,
go and party and have fun when I'm like, okay, we need to start packing up and wrapping it. I can never find them, or so it's almost like and this is just my experience. I've paid for people to come to the show, fly them down, and that they think that like it's a free vacation. So
uh,
yeah, haven't quite found the right people yet. Yeah, but I just get it done. Just get it done. And
yeah,
as far
yeah,
as making everything, again, you just kind of wish that you had like a clone of yourself. Like you need two or three people that are like you, that can do everything. And like I said earlier, it's a complete change of gears to prepare for this. I think I started preparing in February, definitely for Jazz Fest. So then, as you're taking care of your orders online, you're putting pieces aside. It's like, okay, I got an order for this one piece, let me do five and then
mm,
put them aside. So, or let me do six, or let me do 12 and do it like that. And then before you know it, as the months go by, you have a substantial inventory to be able to take. And that's how I do it as far as an artist that makes everything herself.
yeah. I was intent on presenting a new look this year. So I spent quite a bit of thought and time in terms of how I was going to present my work. I had been presenting my work with a L-shaped table,
Hmm.
for 25 years or so. So it's like, I've been doing the same thing for so long. I really need to figure out a different way to design my booth, to make my booth work for me, and to see something different. So I spent a lot of creative energy in that particular way, trying to get that together. Um, that's one of the things that I've won that award for so many years for at Jazz Fest every year. I mean, I have quite a few
Right.
awards for having best display or best booth or whatever, however they want to
Hmm.
claim it, because I like to have that kind of a presentation going for myself. And so, but this year it was like, I hope I've, I think I've got something new and something great to break out. So I'm happy with my new design. It's forced me to, like I said, because I, I got to do it all myself, or so I know I have to what I gotta make. I need to make some of this. I need to make some of that. Some things I can't fool around with. I can't fool around with an item that costs 50 cents.
No.
you know, it's
No. And even with the booth, it's as someone who's out there doing events by myself, I've had to think out something that is lightweight, that's not heavy, that I can move myself. And so it's taken time to think along those lines, that how can I put something together. And I haven't come up with a new display like you. I will be going with the same one that I always do, but it works. So you'll see me with the same setup from like 3 years ago.
well, it's a good way for you to display your hats. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a great way for you to display your hats. It's the lattice work. All you have to do is bring your things to hook onto the thing so that you can
exactly.
hook the hats up, so that the hats are really displayed, so that they're what they are. They're well displayed, so that people can see them, and can try them on. So it's a and you need that kind of a thing. I'm a little skeptical about my booth this year, because I'm probably going to have things outside of my booth. Uh, I'm probably going to have some jewelry outside of my booth. I haven't really lost jewelry at the festival. I've only got duped one time for a credit card thing, because the credit cards machines are really out of whack when
Mm,
there's so many people, and somebody gives you a credit card and you take it and you can't get the number, you can't get it to go through. So you take it anyway, and you figure you're going to get it later on. And when you go to get it later on, it doesn't go through. And then you're stuck with that one. And that happened to me once, and that was good enough for me,
well, that
because it's
then
like,
you did all right. Just once. Okay.
oh yeah, I'm not. That
Yeah.
don't happen no more. I'm like, nah. If
I
I
think
don't,
you
if I take the phone number, I take that person's the
okay.
whole information. If I can't get the line, because you don't want to hold anybody up trying to wait for the signal, so that you can
Right.
get a signal to make sure that that sale is through. You have to wait till you have a good signal, and then you can run that signal, that sale,
Right.
for
So
me.
so so new setup with a little bit of pieces outside. I don't put anything outside of the booth parameters because New Orleans can be quite windy, and sometimes in past years I've put things outside, a little bit outside of the booth a bit, and you get a gust of wind and the hats are like across the field, like all over the place. So yeah, I keep everything inside, and then I'm also very conscious of if there's a weather change, because also that's a particular location that the weather could change very quickly. And as I'm out there by myself, I want to make sure that I can pull everything in quickly if I have to.
Yeah, well, see, I always have neighbors that are like IZ who puts everything out in front. So,
Oh, okay. Extend it out. Okay.
people extend their booth out so far that, people have to walk around, and you don't want
They
anybody
got
to,
double booth.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they'd be to pass you by, so, you know, but I'm going to secure everything. I can work with everything inside the booth. That I do know too. I can put everything. If there's weather, I can put everything inside the booth and work from inside the booth. So that is an alternative that I'm also prepared to be able to do for
Okay.
this particular show. So that's great.
All right. It's a bucket list event to go to, everybody. If you've never been to Jazz Fest, I don't know whether there's any tickets left, but consider coming down. If not this year, come next year. It's a great event. We not only work hard to be there, we love doing it, we enjoy ourselves, and you see great products out there as well.
Yeah, there's great artists that come both weekends. There's 2 weekends, and uh, like I said, we are over in Congo Square. We have our own little thing going on. We have a whole array of artists that come and perform right in our booth area. So if you're an artist and you want to apply to Congo Square, you should. It's a great event. You get to experience New Orleans and the flavor of the Mardi Gras Indians and the blues. They got the jazz, and they got the fi ya ya, and I mean the Fido. What is it
Fido
called?
Dough.
Fido. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Jazz Fest is on the fairgrounds, so there are maybe six different stages, six big stages. You've got a blues tent, you've got uh, two different
Gospel tent.
gospel tent, and then you've got the Fido Do stage, you've got Congo Square stage, you've got Acura stage, and
And
maybe one other. I'm not
you
quite
got
sure.
Gentilly.
Gentilly, yep.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of stages. There's lots to see. You will be fulfilled totally all day for 4 days straight. Yes.
Yeah, nothing but music, 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 and food, and you
And
know,
great shopping.
yeah, yeah. So if you get a chance to come and experience with us, that's what we're getting ready for, and we're looking forward to seeing you. I forgot to mention happy birthday to Kerwin, yeah, up in Tom's River, and to Asetawa, your mother. Happy birthday to you guys. So, and to
Okay.
anybody else whose birthday we did miss and didn't get a
We did
chance
miss.
to give a
Yes.
good shout out to. All right.
Happy birthday to all of you guys, everyone that we missed. Definitely. Just to let you know, make sure you've got your calendar date for our BAM, the Black Artist Marketplace, which is May 13th and 14th. So make sure you get ready for that. We do have a lot lined up for the rest of the year, but we'll let you know at another time. Don't forget, shop the merchandise, Black Artist Marketplace shop. You can get all kinds of band merchandise. And what else, Lavalais?
Ah,
Make sure.
well, don't forget Black Art Facebook. We have Instagram. We have YouTube at Black Artist Marketplace. So blackartistmarketplace.com also. All right.
Yes,
Um, and
that's
again,
the
Sunshine Bam, Black
Sunshine Band.
Artist Marketplace.
Mm-hmm. That's the Sunshine Band coming up. Those are the dates, May 13th, 14th. Check us out then. In the meantime, we'll be back next Friday. Um, we'll talk about a little something, right?
Yeah, yeah. Forgive us if we don't have any guests right now because we like I said, we're just over a little bit overwhelmed and it's crunch time for us. So we're really trying to get ready for this show, but and we want to keep our show. We want to keep on being with you on Friday. So we enjoy both of those things. So we're going to try and continue to do both of those things. All right.
All
So
right.
we love doing what we do. So,
Everything that we do, and we do a lot. So we'll see you guys next Friday.
all right. With that, good night.
Good night.